Defections out of North Korea only truly began to spike, however, in the 1990s after the Soviet Union collapsed at the end of 1991, which had been the primary financial supporter of the North Korean regime. Then, with its primary financial benefactor and supporter gone, and heavy financial sanctions placed upon it by the United States, Japan, and South Korea, North Korea suddenly found its economy and agriculture unsustainable. With very little money and hardly any ability to import farming equipment or fertilizer, with food imports from the Soviet Union gone, with exacerbating droughts and floods, and with a base of less than 20% of their land even being considered arable in the first place, North Korea couldn't acquire enough food to sustain its entire population, and the worst famine in the country's entire history followed. Because of the North Korean government's incredible levels of secrecy, nobody really knows exactly how bad the famine during the 1990s was. But estimates range from about 300,000 deaths on the lower end to as many as 3.5 million on the higher end, across only 4 years between 1994 and 1998. With masses of people desperate to escape from the famine, defections out of North Korea consequently began to spike. And, sensing an opportunity to make some money, a class of entrepreneurial smugglers in North Korea arose as well, who began smuggling in much-needed items like food and medicine, but also illicit contraband like Western and South Korean movies, TV shows, and books. By the early 2000s, thousands of North Koreans were successfully defecting out of the country every single year. The number of defectors steadily continued increasing year after year long after the Great Famine had ended, until they reached a peak in 2009, when a total of 2,914 North Koreans successfully managed to find their ways down into South Korea, the largest number to ever defect in a single year since the conclusion of the Korean War back in the 1950s.